Right, are we ready?
Sciencey.
Let's do a cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Torch.
Great.
Torch is on.
Look, we've got our own versions of caffeine.
This is my taste.
I've got an extra large Red Bull as well in my bag.
I'm a nice brown sugar gal till I die.
1 minute, I've got my torch on.
I've got that Drake song in my head.
Which one?
Which one?
We in Miami turning up and up at night.
We smoking broccoli when she's smelling like a ride.
Right.
I freaking love that.
I love it.
I'm in a pennies trying to get on in a crowd.
Yeah, that's a good song as well.
Yeah,
Hey,
good time.
I just can't get the anxiety out of my head.
Oh, sorry. God, my legs hurt, you know.
Don't get that on the
what you
floor,
doing?
I'll cry.
Horse riding.
Yeah!
You know, because obviously...
She's a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy now. If anyone's been watching Yellowstone, you know. But...
What's
you
your
know,
name? Danny?
Danny... Their last name... Oh, what's their last name?
Oh,
Dun?
don't get it wrong.
Dutton.
Dutton.
That's it.
She knows. Danny Dutton.
I've never
it
watched
makes
it, so I
sense.
couldn't tell you.
But obviously when you're on the horse, you have to clench your feet to make it go. And then when he was fucking throttling me about all over the place, my fucking, groin is on fire.
It's a workout.
Yeah.
It's exercise, isn't it?
And she was, saying, when they're going, it's like, up, down. I was just...
You had no
She was
option.
like, that was really good. I was like, no, it weren't.
I don't feel it that way.
Fucking in pain.
Oh, don't.
But yeah, so I'm fucking in pain.
Every time
Have
I
you ever watched Yellowstone?
No.
No.
It's all over my TikTok now. I don't know why it wasn't on my TikTok before, but it's on my TikTok now, and I've sent my boyfriend a message saying we need to go to Montana. That's
I
where
feel
it was.
like
That's where it's filmed.
I feel
I
like
wanna
I've not
go.
watched anything good, but can I just say,
wanna
because I've
go.
just mentioned it a minute ago, but you didn't hit, we don't answer though.
Hi. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are we all?
Definitely a blooper, that was.
I feel like on the camera, I'm just like, my jumper's so big and
Yeah,
my
it's
head
too
looks
big.
tiny.
It looks too big, if I'm honest.
This was my
It's
pregnant
like a
jumper.
level.
This is why
It's like
this
it
is-
goes down in like a slope.
That could fit me and you in it, and George.
goes down.
It is really big, but I really like
She
it.
could fit all three of us in that.
No, I love it
you
oversized.
think?
Yeah.
Do you think on there it looks a bit too big though?
Maybe
No.
move this. I think because that's making
It's
you
like
look
adding.
even. Yeah, so maybe move the thingy.
Oh, summer's coming. I don't want to take my jumpers off.
Do you know what? Summer is coming.
We're all
She's on the
defrosting.
way.
Yeah.
Look
Right?
at my nails. Summer is on the way.
Summer's on the way.
Can you see them?
Got some flowers on there.
Pretty.
My freckles are out.
They are. You haven't
So
noticed she's
hello.
brown now. She's
Yeah, I
proper
know.
brown.
Yeah. I actually look my race now, which is nice.
Only took her 15 minutes on
You know,
sunbed.
the other day she was showing me her actual timeline. I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm going on the sunbed. I'm doing it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go on now. And she was like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I have got more melanin.
Yeah, I'm
So
mixed
you aren't gonna get like this. And I was like, you know
15
what?
minutes and she's brown.
I'm glad that you brought me back down because in my mind I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't achieve this.
Yeah,
It would
I
take a while.
Thanks,
for you,
Brian.
Danny.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Thanks,
but I'm
Brian.
here
Big
for
up the
it.
Brian.
You didn't give me nothing else, but thank you.
Thanks for the melanin.
So I think we said that we're gonna just discuss a couple different things today.
Yes, cute.
Said one was the Mulan hair situation. Have you seen that?
No, but you told me about
Have you not
yesterday,
seen
so-
it?
No, no.
It's
All over
literally
mine as well.
all over my TikTok. All over.
And we spoke about it
funny
yesterday and
though.
it still didn't come up.
It's funny though.
Really?
No.
But if you haven't seen, it's basically about a girl who goes to get her hair done. I think it's in London. Did we
Can't
say?
believe it.
I don't know where it is.
I feel like she's in London.
It's definitely giving London.
She's giving
big
London.
brand London. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she went to get her hair done. And I think she said that she was cold. She had no shoes on because she made her take her shoes up at the door, which is obviously part of her rules. But obviously she said she was cold, so my feet are fucking cold too.
But do you know what? Sorry to put in there. I feel like the slipper situation, she should have some slippers for the
I
people.
know, I seen that. Someone
Babes.
saying that. You should have some
Shouldn't they
customer
though?
slippers.
Customer service just was non-existent.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like me and my friend were talking about it because my friend does hair. She does locks, and she was like, "This happens every year. There's always one that gets slated for being just downright rude."
Yeah.
And it's just yeah. But do you know what I think?
What?
I think there's no such thing as bad publicity because at the end of the day. Did you know who Mulan
No, I was gonna say this. I
No
was
one
gonna
knew
say
who
this.
she was.
Yeah.
Unless you're a girl that has that type of service,
Yeah.
you're not going to know who she was. But trust me, I know who she is. And
We all know now,
I've
though.
seen
Her work is
her
insane.
work is insane.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's going to stop people from going to her?
No.
No.
I
I have
agree.
seen certain TikToks of some girls who have a list in their phone, so that it's like her watching it, and then she swipes up, goes to her notes, and she's like, do not book with, and she's got a list of names of people who either must be in that area, wherever she
Really?
is, and it's like other hairdressers and say nail techs who have been slated for just being rude. And she
Really?
was adding it to the list of do not book. So I think potentially some people, but then other people are like, I just want my hair done.
I can't lie. I would. I'd take and I'm a cold gal. I'm cold, but I would sit in the I would sit with the polar bears to have my hair looking like that.
Sit
Because
in
I
the
just watch-
Atlantic.
because do you know why? Because it's a small amount of time
Yeah,
Yeah, to
for a
look
good
banging.
amount of banging.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I agree.
unfortunately,
But then
I
how
am
much is she
slightly
charging?
conceited in that
It's
sense.
expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, that sort of thing is
probably why.
expensive. Yeah.
That's probably why. then.
But even still, like, I just think it don't cost money to be nice,
Yeah.
to smile.
Yeah.
Customer
Yeah.
service is a thing.
It's free
It
as well.
is.
They still are your customers. And I think some people were saying she only cares about her like influencer following. You know what I mean? Like people who are gonna like bring her service, but
Yeah.
like that might have been someone who found you from an influencer. Do you know what I mean? So that is the service
Yeah,
that it is
yeah.
bringing, and then now people probably wanted to book her, and certain people will be like, you know what, fuck it, I'll find someone who is just as good, maybe a bit cheaper, and actually will fucking
Yeah.
smile and pop a heater on for me.
No, I hear you.
It's kind of getting to the point now that like for example, you know the running joke of when you go to Jamaican food shop
Yeah.
and they're rude,
Yeah.
right? And everybody knows
Yeah.
to expect it
Yeah.
but you're kind of doing the same thing but for black hair.
I was gonna say I do see quite a lot about like not even like just hair. I don't know, potentially. I think it's like pricing of hair or like braiding or like the locks or all that kind of stuff. Saying like how we let in certain stylists charge whatever they want. You know, it's like, oh, you're late by 10 minutes. That's an extra £50.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
why
a bit,
I've seen
bit
that
sad.
that field kind of get like cussed out a little bit for the level that they take
But
things.
do you know what it is though? The maddest thing is giving someone a late charge when I know from experience when I was little, like don't know one run on time. You're sat in
yeah.
someone's kitchen for
Yeah.
45 minutes to 2 hours waiting for them to finish the one before.
Yeah.
So it's just like where's
Yeah.
my refund for my time?
Yeah,
bit
it needs to go a
leeway.
bit of back and forth, doesn't
It
it?
does.
Yeah, I think as well, like in our industry, if we're late, if I'm late because I'm running behind with another client, I'm still gonna just run late now. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's my
the
fault.
whole day.
But
Yeah.
if a client makes me late, I don't charge them. I'll either say like, look, we don't have enough
Cut the
time
time
now.
shorter,
We're
don't
gonna
we?
do what we can.
We're gonna
because
alter
it's
the
actually your
service.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you know if it actually can't work, you'll be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I
I agree.
can't.
This is one I follow from as well because I just feel like if the client's late, they can't then put you off for the rest of the day and
Yeah.
affect everyone else because the rest of the clients might be fitting you in their break time,
Yeah,
or
lunch breaks and
just
stuff.
before work or just
Yeah.
after work or
Picking up the
da-da-da-da.
kids, like they know what
Yeah.
time you usually finish, so they're like, right, I'll go that. Like I know
Yeah.
girls that come to me and then they go get their kids from school.
Yeah,
so they're
same.
like, if I'm running late, she's like, how long are we going to be? And I'm
Yeah.
like, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So I think it's because, like you say, customer service, it doesn't take a lot, and I think if you've been in the industry for a while and you want to stay in the industry, you need to put that work. in.
Yeah, I hear you.
I do think as well, and I don't know if it's like, I think it's a massive pet peeve of mine. I think that's the reason why if I do run over, I get really bad anxiety. So I actually give myself more time than I need in my diary.
Yeah.
It's because like I'm extremely time poor. I'm a very time poor person. I don't have the time to give to people and to things. And for me, sometimes I don't have the time for me. So it's the lack of respect for someone's time. I understand going over, but if I went to an appointment and like, we've all seen it before, like when the service provider, like the girl who's doing whatever, doesn't come for 45 minutes late, and it's just a bit like, just to have respect for people's time. I think that's really important.
Yeah, because then it gets mirrored, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
If you take
Exactly.
the piss, then they take the piss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I know.
I can't lie. Like, do I think that I'm as popular? Like, Joe, with my clients, I know that if they cancel or move with me, something's deep's kicked
Bad,
off.
yeah.
It's because just as much as they know that if I ever have to move them,
Yeah.
I'm on death's door. I'm probably in hospital. That's like the only, because I don't. If you've booked that time,
That's
happening.
in my
you've
diary.
booked that time.
Yeah.
I'm not changing it. But then I think that's the reason why I have the client base I have.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Very professional. Hit
100%.
her up.
And I think as
Get
well,
jelly.
even though this isn't like the whole point of what we were on about,
Yes.
but when we look at, say, certain people that have started in the beauty industry and they don't, maybe they think like, oh, this is my job and I want to do what I want and I can kind of come and go as I please. If you don't have those,
Consistency.
yeah, and like the
100%.
rules set for yourself, the clients don't follow it.
No, I hear
So like
you.
you say, you've got so far with what you do because you've been like, even though there is no rules, I have made my own rules and I will stick
Oh
to
yeah,
them.
100%.
So the clients need to stick to them too. Whereas like some people, you know, and they're like, oh, I don't feel great. I'm just going to cancel because I can do what I want. I don't need to call in sick. I just need to message a couple people. That's not going to do anything for your business. So I feel like...
Yeah. Do you know when people say, like, I don't know if you get this, but do you know when you say that you're self-employed, do everyone's like, oh my God, wow, so flexible. Yeah. And I'm sat there thinking, there ain't no flex about it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. I work more now than I did when I was employed. And I definitely don't have time off.
No.
Don't have time off. I probably have 1 week a year off. Everyone
it's
else
mad,
gets,
isn't
like,
it, really?
Yeah, like, and even when I'm off in that week, I'm replying to messages, or I'm sorting out content, or I'm like doing taxes or something.
It's a great time for...
There's no flexibility in our side of self-employed. I think there is for some other people, but
no, I think as well, because you've got such a big client base as well, you've got that regular income, and you've got them coming in. You know when they're coming in every 2 or 3 weeks. You know who's in where. Like you said, you haven't got that flexibility because those clients are so reliable on you.
Yeah,
and they often do say like, right, I was in this time 3 weeks, same time. I want
exactly.
it.
Yeah, literally. I know
it.
whose slot is whose. I know whose is. So when someone books it, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
she's gonna be pissed off.
I've heard it before when like you've said like, oh, someone else managed to get, and they're like, well, why?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, oh,
that's mine.
She was in yesterday, and it's like, oh, fine, I'll have to go an extra day.
Yeah.
yeah. It is. It
I
gets
love
like
that for you though, George.
Yeah.
I really
Do
do.
you?
Yeah, I do.
I think,
Do you really?
I need a break.
yeah, no, we're not all complaining. We're just talking about.
She's built it well.
Yeah, I think it's good, but like you say, it sometimes is a curse as well when you actually do want time off, or like when you are actually poorly and you're like, where am I going to put them?
Yeah.
Where are they going to go? Because it's like realistic. If I move them, it's more hassle for me. I may as well just come into work and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. I had
Die
a
while
boob
doing
job.
their nails or their lashes.
I had a boob job, got off the plane, went straight to work.
Yeah.
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 Also, you lot can have a fresh French, so...
Thanks.
The boob job's not going to pay for themselves, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I think it...
I love that.
Yeah, we don't get holiday pay,
You're
do
the
we?
same
No, we
way.
don't. We don't.
Yeah, no, we all are.
You literally are
We
the
all
same.
are.
I try and if I can schedule in a little something. If I've got a minute, I'll fucking book off the afternoon. If I know that I can have it off, I'm like, book it out.
Yeah.
Because if not, you'll
Which
have a
is good.
3-hour gap and then you'll have someone in just for something dead little.
Yeah.
See, I'll try for so long to get it filled, and then if it doesn't, then
I'll
I'll think
block
it.
I like that time off,
Unfortunately,
Amy likes to be free.
Amy likes to be free, but unfortunately for me, I like money. So.
Do you know what? See, this is the thing, because I say it to you all the time. You know, if I'm not fully booked, I'm not mad. Because I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to go spend that money.
I ain't got high
Like we
expectations.
said, when we work full time, it's like I don't have time to spend the money.
Yeah.
So when I actually have time off, I spend more, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to go back to work.
Danny's been having a new habit recently, Vinted. So she hasn't been able to go to Home Sense, so she'll buy it online.
But at least I'm buying it really highly discounted.
You are.
Yeah, you get a bargain each
She's
time.
brought some great handbags.
And you know what? It's made me realise I'm quite tight because I want to pay the price that's on there.
Yeah.
If I went to pay its original price, I don't want to pay it.
I hear what you say.
Yeah.
And like now I'm on there, I'm like, I'll just look for it on Vinted instead of actually buying it.
No, but that's good. That's a good habit to have.
Do you know, listen, I just thought of this. I did this last night. I was scrolling on TikTok and it came across and I'm excited. There's a coat came up and it's like a long, I think you might have it. It's a long like a racy style one, but a girl was wearing it in her video and she had like long biker boots on with like the laces. Looks pretty fucking cool. And then she was wearing like a short likey beige dress with this black and white I think I'm pretty sure you've got it.
Okay.
Or it might be Nikki. Someone's got it. It's like a biker style. It's got like print all over it. It's black and white.
Oh, I think I have it, but it's got blue on it.
And it's long, but you can zip half of it off and it's cropped.
Oh, mine's just one length, but I know which one you're on about.
Yeah. It was like £52 on TikTok. Anyway, I did it to you. I did it Danny.
Did you go on
I
Vinted?
thought, Vinted, guess how much I got it for?
How much?
Like 25, half price.
I didn't even offer any
I
less.
just love being a girl.
I don't offer less, you know, on Vinted. By the way, I just pay it. I don't want to haggle.
No, I'm
They're
not
already
haggling.
like they're already giving me like quarter of a price.
I
like,
am not a haggler.
I'm not
That is
haggling. I
for
just
me.
pay for it.
I'm not on a fucking Moroccan
No,
market.
this is
Okay.
Yeah,
Is this it?
yeah. £10.
Oh my god.
That's the long. Cropped.
Oh!
I'll chuck the bottom bit away. I don't want that.
No, but still,
no.
£10.
I don't like that bit,
No,
but-
that could be
No,
nice,
keep
though.
it.
Yeah, don't
Sick.
chuck it.
Keep that bit
Yeah.
for when it's cold.
Wow,
£10.
that's amazing.
10.
That is really good.
Oh my God,
I
you could make the bottom into a skirt, no?
Danny.
Oh. You could though, couldn't you? Because it's just a.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It says medium 10, but it's oversized. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll be
Really?
fine.
No, that's fine.
Would be
Yeah, you'll
fine.
be
It would be fine.
Stressed. Look how much.
Yeah, wow.
£52.
It's freaking
got
bad.
freaking-
I would, if we weren't on camera, I'd actually show you that it was 50 something. I think it was 52 or 53.
That's amazing.
on TikTok, and I nearly thought, shall I do it? Because Klarna ClearPay only works out like £15. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did it. Tenner! £15 sent, delivered to my house. But anyway, sorry, I got really excited then.
The other subject that we were going to talk about, I think we put it into said chat, was one that George put in. Can we talk about the importance of Googling someone?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that got sent in there.
Yeah, this is really important.
Should we talk about the
Basically.
experience?
Well, we can talk about, like, so our friend
Yeah.
was on Hinge, and she was talking to this guy, and she felt like he was a bit forward. And I don't know how she got his second name, but she did anyway.
I'm just a girl.
In the
So
world.
she Googled him, and
Full
turns
biblical
out,
name.
turns out that, like, when his ex had broken up with him, he'd went round there and broke a nose. So she's like, you're just like doing up Hinge and that, like you're not a criminal, like you're not like a wife beater. Anyway, so she just dropped it on him. She was just like, she's so joke, like she's so cool. I freaking love her.
How did she do it?
She was like, I saw the articles, yikes. It was the yikes. It was the yikes for me. She was like, I saw the articles, yikes. And he was like, what do you mean? And she was, so she was like, I think she put the
sent
link.
the link.
She sent the link. And he was like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. And I thought, wow. But that's not the first experience of Googling someone
Go on then.
that has been a bit like peaked
Next
out.
story.
So the very first reason why I started Googling
Wait.
people...
Before we move on from that, that's important because
It
it's
is.
on Hinge. Okay, so I just want to make a point of that.
Yes.
If you're going to speak to people on Hinge and someone is being pushy, if you can
Get
find out
that
full government name,
Yeah.
ASAP.
because he was like, we should meet, and then within a minute, oh, you're a woman.
Yeah.
Okay,
Broke her nose.
be careful on these dating websites.
That's a fault.
Was
in
it
the face.
recent for him as well?
I don't know. I didn't
fact
get
that
that
it was
deep.
the
I did
first
get
thing
the
that came
article.
up.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
thing, like that's bad. Carry
What
on.
you need to do in a Googling situation, you need first name, second name, area in which they live.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is what you need to do. I think this is very important. I'll be telling my kids to be doing the same thing as well. But the very first time we did it, I was 17 years old.
Mad.
I was 17 years old.
Back
right?
in my day.
I was just about to say that. Back in my day.
Back in my day. Back in the BBM days, yeah?
Yeah.
Big
Right?
up.
So there was no like, so social media weren't like it was. Do you know what I mean? There was
Booyah,
Facebook, but it weren't so like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was the good times. Do you know what I mean? When you could cheat and no one would find out. Anyway,
Not that you did that.
and no, I'm a lawyer, babes, and we all know it.
No,
Anyway,
but it was easier to do that back then.
it was like the man them got away with it. There was no, are we dating the same guy? Like
Love that side.
they
Love
just
that.
did what they were doing. Anyway, so I was seeing my father of my children.
Yeah.
It wasn't at that time, but you know,
Mad.
it was a good time. Anyway, and then my friend, I had this little crony who, I can't lie, she went through the whole squad.
No.
As I stayed with him, she was like, well, I want to roll deep with George. She was a squaddy, and it was known that she was
When
a
that
squaddy.
when you nearly got your name for being an associate with the person, I'm pretty sure was that the person?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, she was a squaddy. Do you remember the Amy Winehouse puff? She was like a little.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Stop it.
She was a squaddy, and she went through all of the friends, but the very first one had just come out of prison.
Oh.
And we were
Bum,
like,
bum,
what? We were like, why?
Hi.
We was like, why? What he won't say anything. He won't say anything. And then I said to father of my children, I was like, what's wrong? And he went, well, it ain't my place to say, is it? And I went,
He's got to tell.
well, what do you mean? I said, it's me. I was like, tell me.
tell me.
He was like, you're going to tell her. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. So anyway, right, so I don't know why, because we never thought to do this before. We were like literally, as in like first cars, McDonald's at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We were young. And then we was like, we'll Google him. And we was like, ha ha ha, imagine he's killed someone.
It did.
And then we was like, oh fuck, he's killed someone.
Shit.
Like it was unintentional, it was manslaughter.
Oh.
Still.
It was manslaughter.
Sorry, Mary.
It was a one punch thing on a night out.
Oh, I mean, great aim.
However, it's the way,
no shit.
it's
Yeah,
the way
I
that
should've
he
said
hit his head.
Oh, yeah, 'cause he
But no, Joe, it was sad. He had kids
Oh,
and everything.
shit.
It was,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
It was really sad, but
he
it was
didn't
like,
injure him. He would.
It was just one bump.
yeah, it was just
fuck.
a punch, and then the way that it like landed, that's it.
Oh,
Curtains.
it's sad that now. I feel a bit bad.
But
okay.
basically,
Right.
yeah. We were concerned that he was a murderer and he was in fact a murderer.
Yeah, I
so
get
you
that.
Google, right?
Google
what are
answered.
the chances?
I know, we've done it ever since.
I know what you say. Like you can actually be like, God, imagine what we're going to find out.
No,
And
we
it's
were laughing like, fuck
shit,
you.
it's the worst thing.
Is this guy like known for being that way then, or was it just literally random?
No,
Like,
if you met him, is dead chill, like, is known, but is dead chill.
Yeah.
Like, I would have never have
Yeah.
thought that he'd done it, but then...
shit.
It's
the
just a
fa-
fight,
but, like,
isn't
the
it?
father of my children could have done that many a times. There's
Yeah.
been times it's called me and he thought he'd done it.
Yeah.
So I think anyone can do it.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like boys fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that
it's
is kind
bad.
of dangerous.
Because
It's
also
scary.
the boys, they just don't stop.
No.
You know, when they're on the floor, you know, yeah, if it's one punch they fall and then you're like, oh, actually, shit, fuck, is he okay? But you know, the
Yeah.
ones where they're on the floor and they just keep going. I'm like, you proved
they're
your
really
point.
bad, I know,
Just
yeah.
walk away now. But they just testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spoken
Adrenaline, I bet, as well. As
I
well as the
spoke to him
alcohol
about
and
it.
etc.
I was like, because you've met father of children. Don't you think he's the most placid thing in the world?
Yeah.
He's so chill.
Yeah, I can't
So I'm
imagine
like,
him switching.
so I'm like, how? Like there was this one person. There was this one time that he went too far and he put someone in intensive care, and the guy's never been the same since. And this has been like he's been fucked up since. But what a G, kept his mouth shut, right? And I said, how?
What is it?
Anyway, right. So I said, why did you not stop?
Yeah.
Because he had to get pulled off. I said, why? He was like, he said, have you ever saw Red? And you can't stop.
I've heard the saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Maybe
said,
I've seen red, but with my words. You know, where you just don't
yeah,
stop.
you don't stop. You just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen red and like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I
was
mean?
like, even though like I knew like he weren't moving, I just kept going, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's terrifying.
So dangerous.
That's called
It's
devil.
it's
devil
terrifying.
in disguise.
It's really scary. Thank God I've got girls.
Yeah.
No, we've got boys over here. We was on about this the other day, weren't we?
I
Like
was
just
a
boys
placid
in
though.
general.
Yeah.
What was it that your mum said about boys and girls?
My mum said back in the day, she went, you was more concerned. It was harder to raise a girl because girls bring the problems home, i.e. pregnancy. She went, boys have the problems outside
Yeah.
the house. She said, but now
It's the opposite.
she said, I would say it's harder to raise a boy than it is to raise a girl now. She went, because like
so
how many people have been
dangerous.
stabbed in Nottingham in the past like
Oh, don't.
what
be
is going
thinking
on?
about it.
No,
It's
this
stressing me out.
week.
It's
I
like
don't know what's
GTA.
happening. Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
happening.
I really
actually
don't know what's
is.
going on. It's terrifying. It's so scary.
The way people are flinging these machetes around like that, you know.
This is what I mean.
It's not good. You can get them off Shein, I bet.
Yeah, you probably can.
This is
It's
why I
just
feel
like
like
the
it's
dark web there.
stressful.
They can just get them off there.
I know.
But I was saying, I think I don't know who I was saying it to, but you know, I seen this TikTok and it said basically, you know, about like knives, and it was like the guy was saying we need to do something because knives don't need to have the pointy end.
Yeah.
They just need the blade on the bottom.
Oh fuck.
You know, you cut
shit.
food and you cut meat, you cut chicken. You don't need that. You don't use that.
Yeah, you
You just
don't.
use that bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can slice, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it said, can we not just change every knife in the world unless you're at like a steak restaurant and you need a fucking proper one, so that they just are curved and then they've got that. I know probably people could still do
People
something,
would still
but
slice.
it's still like that's just.
In catering, a lot of them are
I
bent.
mean, you just
round
don't
here,
need
yeah.
that. And I was like, that is such a good point, realistically. But then again,
We're
like
too
I say,
far in now.
dark web.
Because I feel like at
get
the end of the
everything
day,
fucking off
like
there.
we've all been trying, haven't we? Like everyone's been trying. There's loads of people that talk about knife crime and everything. It's not working.
No.
It's something's got to change because it's clearly not working. You have like all of these like ex-mandem that try and talk to them on a level.
Yeah.
It don't work, and it's just like it's really sad because you 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds are children. They are children.
Do you know, a lot of them as well.
They've ruined their lives.
All
Yeah.
of them are carrying knives. No one, like you said, with the what? No one fights with fists no more.
No.
If you've got beef, they're whipping out machete out the fucking bottom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wild.
Do you know what I mean?
But I think, like, with you say these, like, ex-gangsters talking to him, it's
Yeah.
not going to change because they're like, well, yeah, I'll listen to you, won't have my knife on me, and then I'll see someone, and then I'll
Yeah.
get stabbed.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
everyone needs to have just a truce.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to
White
know,
flag.
like, just stop, and then
Yeah.
no one's going to have one because they're like, well, I can't get caught, is it slacking? Can't get caught slacking on
No,
road
but it's also
without my
true.
knife.
It's also
Yeah.
true as well though, because like if my kid, like say, I had a boy and he was out there and people are like threatening him and stuff like that, then best believe he'd be there with a rucksack and I'd have done him a freaking starter pack because there's no way you're catching him fucking
I know.
slacking.
This
No,
is my
do you know if
point.
someone,
Do you know what I
do you know if my
mean?
kid said to me like, oh fucking so and so from this fucking postcode was a fucking joke by the
Yeah,
way.
you literally
From
next
this
door to each other.
postcode,
I know.
right? It's just like, and they were like, oh, it said it's gonna do this to me or whatever. I'd be like,
There you go.
screwdriver, I literally would be, and I'd be
Yeah.
there behind him, like,
Because that's your
with
baby,
my
do you know
own.
what I mean?
Yeah.
it's the life that they get involved in, but then it's not even that actually, because anyone can get stabbed, can't they? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
you
they
just have
do.
to say something wrong to the wrong person, and that's it.
Look
Like
at them a
someone got
certain
stabbed
way.
in Primark the other day. Like it's not even. I feel like back in the day, if someone ran in somewhere, it kind of like diffused
Yeah.
it. Now it's like I don't care where you're running, I'm coming after you.
Primark,
It's
though.
literally giving
Like
horror
in
movie.
CCTV, like you're literally in the middle of a shopping centre, like, and they're just gonna stab you in there.
These people think they're invincible. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Your
it's
kids
really
aren't
scary.
invincible. Like, people aren't invincible. It's freaking terrifying.
It actually is like a scary fucking nightmare.
I want to lock Zion up until.
I think I'm
He's
just
a
going to make
man.
sure my kids are like gamers. I know it sounds cringy, but I don't want them to go outside.
No,
I'm
get
not
them
allowed
to be
play.
like football, like do football or something.
All that, you know what I mean though? Heads down, thumbs up game. We ain't playing no knives.
Yeah,
There's no swords happening around here.
no, it's scary. Again, it's how people get raised as well. You know, certain people in different areas, like certain mums just don't care. Let their kid do whatever they want, go
no.
outside, get involved with the wrong people.
But also, it's a bit similar to my brother. I'm not going to go too much into it, but he's very, very much led and follows. So he like follows
easily
said
led.
people, wants certain things, they get the certain thing, but again, said with weapons and under other influences, he ends up getting all his things stolen. And it's like,
Got his bike taken the other day.
yeah,
didn't he?
like it's just like
I mean, just have
continuous.
just a boy thing. Just
It's just a boy. Can't even have a nice thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Can't even have fine.
yeah.
So that's why it stresses me
couldn't have a
out.
bike when I was younger. Though.
No, but
I
I,
was just
mean,
about to say.
no, but you've got Surons and stuff.
Yeah,
now,
they're
haven't
more
they?
expensive.
Yeah, I know they are,
Expensive.
but it's just like you couldn't do them. Like when we
That's
were
just a £50
teenagers,
bike.
they all had the different coloured bandanas, didn't they? They were all like,
yeah,
you couldn't be
yeah.
in certain areas and
No.
everything. I grew up in Meadows,
Yeah.
and I remember we got
What
to
colour was your bandana?
blue.
Blue.
Yeah, waterfront gang. I don't freaking know what it
Bap,
was.
bap.
But yeah, so I grew up in Meadows, so that was what I kind of saw. But my mum got, and I think Demi's mum did the same thing. 'Cause she grew up in St Anne's. When her kids started to get a bit teenagery and a bit like impressionable, she moved them. So they got moved to Gedlin. I got moved to Beeston.
Let's
So, yeah.
go to Beeston.
Yeah, Lucy was a bit older, so obviously.
It's too late.
That's good.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking.
Joking.
Um,
Joking.
What was I going to say? Oh, about bike. I remember my boyfriend told me that he got a bike on Christmas. This was when he was younger, and it was like his first, like, probably like teenagey boy bike. So not
Yeah,
like,
like
a
a
kid
BMX.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, whatever you do, just don't leave it anywhere. Like, you've got to have it with you at all times. And he went to the shop and left it outside and got like a 50p mix from inside. Came out, and bike was gone.
That's what I
On
mean.
Christmas, like Christmas Day or
Oh,
Boxing
that's
Day.
so sad.
Oh.
So he had to go home, and his mum was like,
All for 15 minutes.
you know, like,
Yeah,
you've had it
yeah,
one day. He's
yeah.
like, I'm sorry. You know, your mum says something, you
That's
think,
sad.
it's all right.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she proves the point that she exactly made, and that's exactly why she said it.
Yeah.
You always take your bike inside, kids.
Yeah, I'll have someone wait.
Even still, they'll
Or
just wear a
walk to shop.
balaclava and they'll just steal it
Yeah.
anyway. Wait, no.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. It wasn't about Googling people.
Mad thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it's really important to Google people.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's scary being a woman. Recently discovered this. It's terrifying being a woman. Okay, Google people, stay safe.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's any other instances where someone's told us about something where they were like, "Oh my god," and then this. I feel like there is.
Yeah.
This must happen quite a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Quite a lot because it's like, yeah, fair enough, whatever. If someone's done something that's like thing, but violence against women is scary.
Yeah.
Like, I think the thing that happened with the Hinge thing is scarier than when she found out that he'd punched someone once.
Yeah.
That weren't scary. Do you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
bad
because
luck.
that's like, it is bad luck.
Yeah,
isn't
that was
it?
just bad
It's
luck.
just-
But I think
But the Hinge thing is
But the
like, you
Hinge
just look
thing-
nice on your profile.
Yeah.
The
That's
Hinge
why I've
thing-
asked you.
you're out here on Hinge, you're doing up Hinge, and then you're breaking people's. You ain't breaking my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I think
crazy.
That's kind of like, you know, like, are we dating the same guy as well? Like, that's kind of like Googling. Because if you do go on there and you do see someone you know, and then you see these people, if they are telling the truth, I think we say some people go on there just to like cause some drama.
Yeah, stir the pot. Yeah,
But there will be stuff on there where it's like Google him, and then you'll be like, right, okay, and then you Google him, it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, he is a woman beater, or he has been in prison for this, or he likes doing this weird
Yeah.
shit. So I think that is like an even more modernized version of just, rather than Googling, you're speaking to someone maybe within the area that's
Yeah.
had an experience.
I think
and you
it's
can do it
hard to
anonymously.
find genuine stuff though on
Yeah,
there
it's
sometimes.
not. Yeah,
I
it's
think
not all true.
yeah.
I think back in the day it used to be
Yeah.
not even back in the day, but when it first started out, it was a bit more
It was
specific.
legit, yeah.
But I do think now we're kind of getting to a point where like the
I'm not
minute
letting-
someone's like started
yeah.
like you've got your first DM off the guy and you've put his picture straight in there and it's like he's single
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you're starting it because
Apart.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you don't even really know him yet.
Well, yeah, you two aren't together yet. Like,
Yeah.
you've not even gone on a first date yet.
Yeah.
Rumour has it.
Yeah. I think this is the thing. This is probably why everyone's going to be forever single.
Yeah, because social media.
Social media's ruined it for
so
everybody.
bad.
It's put too much temptation everybody's way.
Yeah.
It also brings about too much, like, why are you following her? Why are you liking this? Why are you
Access.
doing that? It's too much access. And then I think you have the other side of it, which is like, oh, we're dating the same guy.
Yeah.
Where you can just, like, we've heard of people doing it in a malicious way. Like, this girl doesn't
That's the
like that
point.
girl, so she's put a boyfriend in there to cause drama in their relationship. And it's like...
And it's like, why have you
It's
done
like,
that?
that's so bad mind.
So much effort.
It's, yeah, crazy.
So much effort and
Some
just so
people
much
are not wired
drama.
right though, are they?
No, but people live for that. Like,
People
they
love
want
drama.
that.
Thrive.
And I'm
Thrive
thinking
off it.
there's just too much going on in the world to add to it. Like, just leave that shit alone. Just
let
let
them
if
be.
you don't like what they're doing, just don't look.
No,
Yeah.
stand
You
your
don't,
own
need to,
lane.
you don't need to ruin. Yeah, stay in your own lane. You don't need to ruin it.
Yeah.
Wild,
Agreed.
wild child.
Yeah.
We went on a brunch.
Those
Um,
three were the
Make a
ones
wish.
whose bellies were hurting. Make a wish.
Why?
Because 10-10.
Oh, no, I don't do 10-10, I do 11-11.
Amen.
Yeah, we went on a brunch.
Yeah.
I won't drink there again. We started in Revs to Cuba.
I'm not gonna lie, bad time 10 gang. Cancelled.
I think
Bit far.
mixed with the fact that they use rum, obviously, because it's Rest Cuba, and the fact that it was just like, it was almost like you were drinking the equivalent of putting like syrup in your mouth and just drinking it. It was so sweet. Everything was so sweet
Yeah.
and just sicky. You've never in my life have I been on a night out and asked for glasses of water,
True.
but that's what I was doing. My mouth
Dry.
was drier than Gandhi's flip-flop, mate. And my stomach was doing some hurricane shit.
Yeah, it was.
It was not good.
No,
Giving IBS.
It was.
It was giving IBS.
And I think at
It was
first
awful.
you said to me, you was like, I was like, yeah. How do you know?
I had
I've got
really bad
tears in my
wind.
eyes. Honestly, it was bad.
It was really
Mine was
bad.
so
and then I think we
windy.
spoke, and you was like,
Same.
yeah, a bit gassy, and I was like, same.
No, my stomach was
Like,
gone.
Yeah.
honestly,
It
I don't
blew me up
know.
like a balloon.
I just
it
keep
ruined me for
thinking
the rest of the
about
day.
where they're storing their drinks. Like, I just feel like they're just left somewhere, and you know, because it's cold outside,
Yeah.
they're just leaving them outside instead of in the fridge. I just felt like it just weren't nice. I just, like you said, like sugary, syrupy. And then the music really weren't great. I didn't touch my food. I don't
Oh,
think-
food!
I didn't touch
McCain!
my food.
It was sponsored by them, I swear to God.
because Nikki was loving that shit, but that is not for
She
me.
clapped it right out.
That was not for me.
I think I had one of the like chip things, and I was like, no, I'm okay.
Horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Put
was like, I'm
salt on
He
alright.
was
it.
giving potato smiley.
Yeah.
And I didn't,
No, they weren't even that good.
I didn't even try them. I looked at them and I thought, I ain't
What
eating
was?
that.
Were they meant to be quesadillas? What was in there?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It looked like
Fuck
it.
off.
It looked like a bit of
I opened it
pepper.
up. I
Or
opened
like
it up.
salsa.
I was like, where the fuck's my chicken?
It was like chicken paste. I had one bite and I was like,
where
oh.
is my chicken?
It was fucking horrible, man.
Yeah, no,
it was
not good.
McCain.
So it just set me off for the whole night. I was just
McCain little
like,
cubes. They didn't even put salt and pepper on them. That's just
No.
the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And not just that, my gold shoes did me really dirty, you know. I
they?
got a blister on my big toe. Do you remember I was like, we was in the kebab shop and I was like, I'm swapping over my feet.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like, this one, I got a blister across my big toe. Bastards. Yeah, I was in a foul mood. Foul mood.
Yeah,
When you was like, I'm gonna go, and then I seen Amy say, I'm gonna go, I was like,
I know you did. You said that to me.
did I?
You said to me, it's like, I want to go, but I can't
I think
go.
it was just the Rebstick Uber. It started off on
Yeah.
a bit of a shit.
Like,
level.
we had some buzz balls at Pre's, so I think we were already ahead. So the
Yeah.
fact that you just had those shitty drinks and that shitty food, I understand why you probably wanted to go there and then.
Yeah.
Like, that buzz ball kept us going a little bit. Then
I
we
mean, I
went
was
to
just
that-
there for the vibes, but I
went to that-
mean,
was it is it called Escobar?
Escobar was a good
The
time.
music in there
I
was
like
good.
that. I like that.
I did
Yeah, they
enjoy
do.
that.
They play like good
Yeah.
music.
I did enjoy that.
I was there for Escobar.
Um,
Great time.
Tam kept getting told off because she was like climbing on chairs and up trees and shit.
I just basically pulled her skirt down the whole time.
I love
Yeah.
I know.
She was a great time.
She was
Love her.
funny.
I love
We
Tom.
was there for
Um,
her. Back
And
up plan.
then we went to like Luna because Tam dragged us there. All fun. You know what? I thought I was gonna like it because Tam's been making us play her music, but I realised that she's playing us the best ones.
Yeah, she is.
So when we went there, I was like, "This isn't."
I just am who I am. I'm an R&B honey
Yeah.
until I die. Okay, and I know that my man said if you like music, if you
basically
like
it.
house.
Yeah.
But I know I never say a bad word about Skepta.
Maybe there's some
but
words in
no.
there, but they weren't words.
There
that
is
was
the
literally
odd
what
one,
Amy
but
did.
it's just honestly.
It was just dance.
No, it was just-
move.
Not even that quick.
Dance. Yeah, but it was a longer wait.
I need to
Someone was
broke
like,
off my
"We'll
back.
come
I
back."
can't just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I need it's not for me. The only type of house I like is fucking funky house.
Funky.
That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh.
It
Wasn't a
went at the
vibe.
time.
But
But do you know what? On a great note, we still had a fabulous time and we walked
did.
away with great food. Bellyache and all live, laugh, love.
Yeah, my belly was killing for like 2 days.
My kebab
2-3
bangs.
days.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Did you
Bangs.
go to the
Reese was
German
fuming when I got out of
Donna?
that one.
Well, I offered. I was like, babe, do you want a kebab? He was like, no thanks.
I didn't.
So I get there, right? He's like, smelling out my house of onion. I was like, shut up. Anyway. So I'm like,
Said you didn't want anything.
they're eating my kebab and he was like, oh, she said yeah, no. I was like, oh dear. And then I turned around and he's there clapping my kebab.
No.
I was like, are you serious?
No.
That's
mine.
all he ever says. No thanks, no thanks.
Yeah.
And he's just freaking eating mine.
Trying
Did
to
you
be
go to
skinny.
the German Donna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I went
why
there.
I'm-
I was there like an hour after
When I
you.
walked
Yeah.
through with a GBK bag, he was like, you went to Germany. I was like, what? I was like, what's that? He was like, GBK. I was like, oh, shit.
You know what's funny is Simone. I left with Simone, Tamara, and Carla, and I was like, "We're going to this kebab," and they were like, "How far is it?" I was like, "We're literally
round the
other
corner."
side."
Yeah.
And even that felt really long.
Yeah.
Got in
Yeah.
there, and Simone was absolutely steaming, and she was like, "I don't want fucking beef. I want lamb. I want lamb."
No, she didn't.
And I was like, Simone, I promise you, you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like
And she was
it.
like, no, I want the sauce and that. And then as soon as she got it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
She shut the fuck up. She started eating it inside, and then obviously he's like, no, take away only, you need to be outside. And she's like,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, come
Oh, I
on,
wish
Simone.
I'd
Yeah.
But yeah,
Simone
she
like
didn't
that.
stop. After that, she was like, I'm going back.
German Donna kebab.
Great time.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
great kebab.
I only like a kebab when I've had a drink, but I feel like I could even eat that one semi-sober.
Yeah, if you had a little drink and then you
Yeah,
had that.
because
Yeah.
that was good. Like it is a good time.
And do you
Yeah.
know what? I didn't even have kebab. It was great.
Yeah,
What did you have?
I
she had
had
like a cheesy flatbread thing.
cheesy flatbread. I know. I only had 2 bites of that because it got stolen. And then I had chili cheese bites. It's my favourite. Because if I was anything,
You'd be a chili cheese bar.
Your tummy's
cheese.
cracking me up, by the way.
Yeah.
sorry.
It's spinning.
Been the whole time.
So if it's doing that now, just a little bit of coffee, imagine what I was like on the night
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It would doing dances.
So I
was
promise you, I will
awful.
never drink from Revs to Cuba unless it's a vodka lemonade now.
Yeah.
I'm not going there again.
No, but one night we
No,
might
it's
have been
no,
there.
we
but
won't.
you do end up in there, and they do have nicer cocktails that aren't on the brunch.
Oh, okay,
that was
yeah.
just-
They have nicer ones that aren't on the brunch. But honestly, I was
The
fuming.
music wasn't giving.
Do you know when I made my phone call to go home? I was such a rude bitch, you know. I don't think you understand. I was like, I'm going home. My feet hurt. He was like, go home then. I went,
No.
what if I go home? I'm not coming back to your house afterwards. He was like, no, go home. Go to my home. I was like, okay. Then I was like, do you want a kebab, babe? My feet were
Go my
killing.
home.
Yeah.
I was fuming.
Yeah.
Fuming.
Could have been worse. You wasn't that bad.
No, inside.
You know what? I think we've done this last time as well. We went for a brunch, but a really late brunch, and we thought, yeah, great idea. We'll go out afterwards. By that point, we don't want to, and it's 8 o'clock, and we're ready to go home.
Yeah.
We need to do a daytime or go out at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can't
I hear
do
you.
that because then it gets to 9 o'clock and no one's in anywhere yet, and we're like, oh, fucking,
Yeah.
it's too early to go. So you feel like you've got to stay a little bit longer, but realistically, we're done.
It was dead.
Yeah.
Was
It
dead.
was.
Yeah. But
I
we had a
feel
great
like
time.
I feel like a night out is better.
Yeah. Because then there's more people and it's like busier and stuff.
Yeah, and
but-
you don't, and I'm not just drinking pure cocktail. I can't do pure cocktails
It
anymore.
does
It's
my
put me
belly
off.
in.
I need to just stick to spirits, like because I can't drink loads of prosecco because
I was on the Red Bulls in the end.
I was on water, just water.
I think I stopped
H2O.
drinking. I don't think I drank much after you guys left.
No, I think, was it you that said, or was it Nikki, when I got a Red Bull, they were like, great idea.
Nikki.
Was it Nikki?
I said I can't do that right now. It's too much
Nikki
going
was
on.
my shop.
Yeah, Nikki was a great time.
Mash up the place.
She was my shop.
But yeah. Oh, and Ella almost died trying to save a hedgehog in the middle of
don't.
like Upper Parliament Street, but it wasn't a hedgehog. It was a pom pom off someone's like hat.
Did look like one though. I
It
give
did.
it that.
I got a video of it. It did.
It
She was
did.
like, "Doesn't that look like a hedgehog?" And I was like, "It does, but you risk your life in front
a
of a
hedgehog's
bus."
not going to be in the middle of town.
I said, "You don't know this."
It didn't move either, it was just like that.
Students
No,
have
but
pets.
upper Parliament Street is wild. Just a hedgehog, just like
But she
crossing
risked
the
her
road.
life to save that hedgehog, and it
Yeah.
wasn't a hedgehog.
Oh no!
But then
not the hedgehog.
afterwards, I think in the video, because Ella says, "Doesn't that look like a hedgehog?" I think it might be Remy, says, "Oh my god, there's a hedgehog!"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
"Wow,
God.
we just said that it's not."
Remy was.
I don't know where that came from.
Remy
bad.
was really bad. I had to get her in the taxi,
Mm.
and he was like, "What's the postcode?" She was like, CE. I was like, "No."
That's
Don't
not
live in
it.
a
I
sea.
was like, "No." I
an
was like, "It's
NG."
She was like, CE. I was like, "Give me your phone."
Joke, where the hell was she
I was
going?
like, "Give me your phone."
Where was she going to be going? His house?
Yeah, I was like, "Give me your phone."
Does he live in C?
Where the fuck
No,
is
he
CE?
lives in NG. CE's like Cambridge, in it. Something mad like
Imagine
that.
she got in that Uber and he was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
CE 64, off
She
we
was
go."
joking. She was like, "It usually
She's
costs
there
me
3 hours later.
£12."
Where are we going, sir?
She cracks me up though. She was like, "It costs me £12 usually." He went, well, give me the postcode. So we gave him the postcode eventually, and he went, £15 something. She went, all right. Just hops
take
in.
it.
She like hops in. She's like, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
she was
convenience,
gone.
and it's like, just take me.
She's so funny. Well, it's a bit like when we were trying to grab the Uber. George was literally there handing phone. It said loading for about 800 years.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I booked mine. Then it said it was doing it and then it didn't. So I cancelled it because I was like, I can't be arsed.
Yeah.
George jumped in the taxi after about 800 years of waiting. The food was fucking clap cold at this point.
Do you know what I mean?
She got in. Eventually, the Uber did a U-turn. I was walking down the road, but I was walking top of town. So, because I was going to do cash Uber. I mean, not Uber.
Cash taxi, yeah.
Cash taxi, because it's usually cheaper. Go to the top of the road, ends up being £5 less. So I did my walks, got the steps in. Got to the top of town, near enough to the top of town, and I knocked on this window. And I was like, hello. I was like,
She was like, do you take cash? And I was like,
Amy! In the back of the office. I was like, Amy! I was like, oh, hello.
you're making it longer.
No, you didn't. She was like, sorry, George. It's amazing. It was so funny.
Oh,
I think that was the highlight of my life.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
good.
Her fucking taxi.
I just saw her come up and I was like, is this bitch for real? I saw her knock and I was like, Amy.
Hello. Can I help him? Like that. Hello.
Honestly,
That's
it
amazing.
was funny.
Why haven't I heard that until now? Have you?
Oh, I feel like we've said this, haven't we?
We have, but no one was taking note, George.
That's amazing. I love that.
Usually when I talk, no one listens.
We always listen.
I was the last one when it was out for waiting for an Uber as well. And I was like, oh, whoever's last, can we make sure that we tell everyone that? Like, and then my Uber did the same thing. It was loaded, and I was like, I'm last. I was like, I'm the last one.
Oh,
yeah.
last
So I
one
stood in
standing.
town, and then he was on the other side of the road, and I had to like, hobble across with my BK bag. I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
At least it was classy bitches with our little bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GBK.
Yeah. I wanted to eat that so much though,
Oh,
and I had to
stop
wait
it.
until
I
I got
could,
home.
do you know what? I could smell it. It was sat next to me, right? And my Uber driver, bless him, he was lovely, but he
Waffle.
was waffling. He was waffling and telling me about retirement plans, and he's got this house in Gambia, and I was just like,
Good for
slay.
you.
He's trying to impress you.
Yeah. Oh, right. Anyway, he was just chatting shit, but do you know, as we got closer to my destination, he was getting slower. Because clearly he was trying to like continue. He was trying to tell me all about his 7-bedroom house in Gambia. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can
I just
smell
want
it.
my GBK.
I can
Yeah.
smell it. Like, just my
Yeah.
feet are hurting. I've also got to freaking, I don't know
know,
if you did.
yeah.
Have you seen the freaking stairs you have to take to even get
Yeah.
to the level? No, I've already got to trek to go where I'm going.
Yeah, just let me get.
Oh God, he was
let me
fucking
go.
waffling. I thought, why are we doing 15 miles per hour on a 38 mile per hour street? Like, I can see your speed.
I just
babe.
wanted to talk to you.
I didn't want.
Can we talk about your car wash experiences? Working at the car wash.
Yeah, we'll do, and then we
What
need to
time?
go.
The car wash, yeah.
So basically, what happened was I went to go get my car washed at the local.
Where she's
from
been
Salah.
how long? How
We've
many
been there
times
for
have you
years.
she's been going there for
At
years?
the
Been there for
collective,
years.
we all go there.
We all go there.
It's around the corner
right?
from mine.
I don't go there.
And I'm
You
just
should go.
I'm,
Maybe not now.
Not
no,
now.
no, don't go now. But basically, so I got the inside washed, cleaned as well. Usually, I just leave the car running and just step to the side. But he was like, "This is where I should have had my first red flag." But he came over to me. He was like, "Oh, turn the car engine off." I was like, "Okay." I'm just like, I'm just there with my little bag and my kid's blazer. I was like, "Okay," right. And then I go step to the side
She does.
near the
Shimmy,
cabin,
shimmies.
and he comes over to me. It's like, "Oh, it was cold. This is back when it was freezing." He was like, "Oh, wait in the waiting room," and I was like.
Waiting room. the
Come in my
fucking-
cabin.
I was like, okay, this is like a
fucking
freaking
shack.
crack shack, mate. It was
Crack
awful. So I'm sat there, already dead uncomfortable. Do you know when you like don't want to sit on a sofa, but you're sat there
Was you in
like,
your fur at this point?
no, I wasn't. I was in a bummer. So I was like this. I was like there with my little bag, like,
Stay on your own little seat, like.
yeah. He comes in. I'm like, what's this bitch doing?
You're meant to be cleaning my car.
I'm like, "Clean my fucking car." So he comes in and he starts quizzing me and he's like, from around here, what's your name? I was like, Jenna.
Jenna!
Right.
Big up the
And he's
Jenners.
like, he's single. I was like, I'm married with children.
Lots of.
Right.
Three different
married,
baby
like,
dads.
there's a car seat in the back, like I'm married with children. This is what he proceeds to do. He takes his shoes off. And I'm like,
Not the toes.
what the fuck's going on? Like, I swear to God, I was sat there like, what is going on? He takes his shoes off, he whips out a prayer mat. So I'm sat on the sofa. Bearing in mind, this cabin is bigger than this room. It goes even further back. You had all that space, my guy. Why have you
Next to you.
put your prayer mat at my feet?
Oh, God, I think
He's prayed. I don't know who who the fuck or what the fuck is prayed for.
You.
But
Praying for you. He's at your feet.
right, literally at my feet, like as in like I'm here. If I did that, I'd have touched my guy's head.
Awful.
No,
Really?
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, it was really bad, and I feel like I'm a brave gal. I'm a big woman.
She a grown woman.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like
Yeah.
I did not feel okay. Like
the
I was
car done?
like, no, but
Like she
read the
froze.
fucking room.
Yeah, like she
like
froze.
read the room. You've made someone uncomfortable. Read the room. So he hops up from praying.
How long was the praying for?
It felt like 5 hours, but it was probably 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then he hops up,
God,
and
minutes
then
is still a long
yeah, it
time.
really is. It really is with your freaking crusty ass toes out. Anyway, so he hops up, and he says to me, "He's like, so do you want to give me a number?" I was like, "No, I really am married with children.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Like I am." And he's like, "Oh well, you know." So
You're
let's
so
try.
beautiful.
You're so beautiful. You're very beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Thank you. Can you clean my car, please?" And then I'm sat there in this freaking thing, waiting for my car to be cleaned, and I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? I had to tell people where I was in case I got trafficked. Yeah, because I've loaded, and I heard that if you have tattoos, you don't get trafficked, but mine not very visible to the naked eye.
I've been like,
Is that really the truth?
Yeah, because you're too thingy.
yeah, they'll know who you are then.
Yeah, so mine aren't the most
Might get
visible.
a face
So I'm
on
there
them.
like, I'm like, fuck, now I'm gonna get trafficked.
Really?
I've got
That
my
makes
three.
so
I've
much
got 3
sense.
kids.
You know, one of George's clients, after when we told her, she said that her mum said,
Her mum's a hairdresser, and one of her clients is a policewoman,
Yeah.
and she said that they are really, really bad for trafficking
at car washers.
at car washers.
That's
It's
where they
all
take
like
women.
fronts and stuff. So, you know,
So
I'd been
George,
sold off.
after that, George was like, told you I almost died.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I literally almost died. So I went to go get a car wash yesterday at a different car wash, but I refused to do the inside, and I literally feared for my life.
Yeah,
I was risking my life.
scary.
So I've got kids too.
Damn, that's really scary.
Kids to
It
raise.
is.
Making
Like
So
George
just-
was actually messaging us, and you know, like when it's like, oh, I think I'm gonna die, and we're like, haha, like whatever.
No,
and,
right.
then, and then Nikki, I think, was the one who was responding straight away, and she was like, "Can someone please go to her, please? Does anyone know
Yeah,
where
no,
George
I
is?"
weren't okay.
And yeah, afterwards when George told us, I was like, that's actually really scary.
Yeah, my kid's dad went ballistic.
Yeah, through the roof.
He went through the roof. I got the friggin' lecture of my life after
Yeah.
he'd calmed down.
Yeah.
He was like, man tells you to go to her room. You don't fucking go.
No, but it wasn't like
And I was
that.
like,
though,
well,
was it?
I was like, I thought he was keeping me. I was like, I don't know. I'm just a girl.
Just
when
a
I say
girl.
it to girls, they're like, I'd
We
have gone in
get
the
it.
room.
Yeah.
But Joe, when I say it to like guys, they're like, so someone told you to go into her room and off you trotted.
No, but it's
And I was
not like
well,
that.
It's not. That's not
It's
how I
cold,
saw it.
and you know, those rooms sometimes you do get asked to go wait in them if they have seats in there. Like there's certain ones that they use the rooms all the time. That's
Yeah.
what they do. Like they say go and wait in the
Yeah.
room. Whereas that one, I've
They
never seen
don't.
anyone go in that room.
No.
Not even people who work there. But I get it. If it's cold and you thought, oh, he's being nice, it's going to be a while because they do take long.
Yeah.
Go wait in the room. You're like, okay.
But
you don't
just
expect
have your
him to
wits
join
about you. Have your wits about you. Be careful
Yeah.
because next thing you know, you're gonna have someone praying
your
that you
feet.
literally praying at your feet that when they hop up, you're actually gonna give them your number, regardless of their husband and kids. Fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It is.
On
So
that
never-
note, beware.
Yeah.
Beware. Google every man.
Don't go into rooms when men tell you to go into them.
Yeah. And if you've work and you're self-employed and your client's cold, put a fucking heater on. Don't be tight.
And get tattoos so you never get trafficked.
Yeah.
There you
man.
go. Have a great day.
Love you all.
Bye. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.